don't you just give me a bowl of
You
ramen?
never pay your tab, Naruto. I tell you what, if you can land one on my face, I give you free bowl of ramen.
This'll be a piece of cake.
No, pay up.
Hey, I found a coupon.
No coupon.
Hey, what's up y'all? We're back with another action figure review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Action Role 112 Ramen Uncle. If you're familiar with the big three, you know him as Teuchi or Ramen Guy from the Naruto series unofficially. That's what I thought when I saw him, and that's the reason why I bought him. Now I'm going to be honest, if you came to this review looking for a whole bunch of awesome references to the lore and getting you all excited and stuff, you come to the wrong place. I have not watched as much Naruto as the average person, but lately I've been starting to get more into it. I really think their choreography for their fight scenes are really nice. For some reason I jumped into Naruto around episode 100, but I'm thinking I need to go back to the beginning. Now what do we know about Ramen Guy here? We know he's gentle, warm-hearted, stubborn. He's been making ramen since he was 14 years old. You hardly ever see his eyes open. I think there was one episode where his eyes was open. Some people say he's a god, like strongest of all the shinobis. Of course I did get the ramen set from SH Figuarts. That's another reason why I bought this figure, and I'll show you how he scales up against that later on. But the crazy thing is, when this figure first went up for pre-order, it was only one site in my rotation that had him up. Like I saw no advertisement of him on YouTube or Instagram or anything else. I was just randomly strolling through on the site and I happened to see him. And now he's sold out and happens to be sold out in many different places. I saw him once on eBay and he's going for a crazy price, and they have not popped up on AliExpress. I did see him still up for pre-order on a site called RenaultToys.com. I'm not familiar with the site, so proceed at your own risk. Visually, I think he looks accurate. There are a couple hiccups which I'll talk about mostly at the end of the video, but the sculpt work for the face, the print job for the logos on his clothes is crisp. For his look, as I previously mentioned, I do think he looks accurate, but only in the face. I think actually his body type might be a little off. For starters, I think he's supposed to be a little taller and, for lack of a better word, fluffier. So in light of all of that, I think I'm gonna have to give this guy 8.5 for his look.
Naruto, give it up. You can't win.
Oh yeah? I'm not finished.
For your accessories, Ramen Uncle here comes with a short assortment of different options for your Naruto photography and needs, but he does include some fist hands, so much appreciated there. The hands do pour on nice and easy, not too much detail for the palms, but the fingers do have a slight flex to it, so that's cool. He does have one unique hand for the left and the right. You get a splayed out one for the left side, and then you get a cigarette holding hand for the right side. It's all one sculpt. It does have a flex to it. The cigarette itself doesn't have a whole bunch of detail to it, but the ember is lit, so that looks nice. This one accessory here, I'm actually not sure what this is called. I don't remember it from the anime, but I love that tampography printing on the case. It looks really good. You can slide the top of it on and off, and it has a decent grip on it as well. It looks like some type of cooler or travel case or something. It's got two shelves. You can't remove those. You could probably throw a couple of his accessories in there. I wouldn't throw his face in there. I'll let you know why later, but I do like the silver applications for this piece. It looks really cool. It is of a harder plastic. The handle does not detach, and then he comes with what looks like a strainer or maybe like a cup, spoon, cooking utensil. It might be a strainer. I think this is cool. It does have a flex to it. It's super soft. No real detail for the inside, and you want to be careful when you're swapping out his hands and his face, as the wrist pick likes to slide off and his hat likes to pop off. It's not a tight fit for that hat. But swapping out his alternate face accessory is fairly simple. It's not necessarily the tightest fit, but I do love that jovial facial expression. That sculpt work looks wonderful. It's a little dark for the paint applications inside his mouth, but I don't know, maybe that's accurate. Paint for the teeth though is not the cleanest. For his accessories, I think considering the price, he should have came with something else, maybe like an alternate head where he's given a stern look or something. That would have been awesome. And I think also he could have came with like a cooking bowl. That would have been sweet. So in light of all that, I'm going to give him a 7.9 for his accessories. For his articulation, he moves fairly solid, and I don't want to say he feels cheap for the price, but I feel like some of his points are a little basic. Like he doesn't have a butterfly joint, so you can't cross his arm. His torso makes me a little nervous, as when you moving it around, you can hit it clicks almost like it's ratcheted. And then his feet likes to slide off that peg when you're working those ankles inward, so you won't get that Marvel Legends range for the feet. And also he could have used more range looking upwards, so I'm going to give him an 8 for his articulation. And real quick, I wanted to show you guys what Ramen Uncle looks like next to the SH Figuarts ramen set, and it looks very fitting. It looks like he belongs there, almost like he came with the set, and I'm thinking that's partly why he's made the height that he is, just so he would fit and look more natural inside of there, and I think it works out. You do have to move those flaps so you can see his face, but yeah, it looks pretty good. Quick head swap with the DID karate figure because their bodies kind of remind me of each other, so the DID pops on a ramen, no problem, but but the ramen is a loose fit for that DID body. I would say the DID body generally has better range, so if you wanted to swap it, just put some sticky tack at the neck pad. For your size comparisons, here we have next to some other figures I have from SH Figuarts Naruto line. We got Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Shikamaru. Next, once again, we have next to the dead figure with Kit Bash using the dead clothes and the Joy Toy Frontline Chaos body with the head I got off AliExpress. Then we got your Jada Toys Violent Ken and your Hasbro Snake Eyes. And lastly, here we have next to your Koto Bukiya Zero Moto. So final thoughts on the 112 Action Role Ramen Uncle. I like the figure. I think he's a suitable representation, but he's not without his flaws. For starters, I did notice that his face, though I appreciate the paint that they use for it, it's starting to peel off. Like I noticed some rub, and I'm not even sure how I caused that. And other than the other issues that I mentioned before, I'm going to give his quality a 7.9. If you gotta get it, but I wouldn't pay over 90 for a final score. I'm going to give from an 8. All right, y'all, that's the video. I'd love a like. If not, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.